Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Maniacal Music Musings. And oh, yes, that's right, folks. It is time for our Halloween special bracket. Only one part, unfortunately, but I'm your host, Jeremy, as always. And yeah, it ain't no written intro on this shit. I don't have time for that shit today, so happy to be here for this fucking shit, and I've been looking forward to this one, and Mr. Dark picked a pretty damn good topic for it, so right on theme.
I know, this was a pretty good playlist.
And first and foremost, well, we'll see how good that playlist was when we get down to the people talking about the songs. But yeah, I got opinions on some of them. But joining us first and foremost is my co-host, who finally, since he's been a co-host, his first appearance in their bracket, CJ, the motherfucking music god, playing himself.
They finally got some free time to be able to.
And it's on Zeppelin or Avantasia, so yeah, it's been Zeppelin or Avantasia since like fucking March. So, and of course, joining us as always is our favorite buddy from Family Podcast, Mr. Dean himself. And of course, my co-host from Asylum with Harley and Joker, Queen Harley, is always with me because she's like a tick. I can't pull her off me. So here she is. And last but not least, this is his bracket. He freaking picked it. And for that, he's bringing up the rear. Mr. Dark himself.
What crack?
See, and I gotta say, I got bait and switched.
Sorry.
This list is bullshit.
Well,
it's like, I swear to God, they said it was voted on by fans, and no, it fucking wasn't. There's no way human being, unless the fans voted for the top 3 tracks, and the other 27 were all got like one vote. That I
and some of them that's on the albums, there was better songs, but I'll get into that.
Exactly.
We'll get into that and Ranker. I mean, people can vote on every song on Ranker. So I mean, you can literally go to the Ranker page for this. The fuck is that?
Do that. Honolulu Blue. This is made in Detroit. It's a Detroit Lions flavored cream soda.
That is classic.
So it tastes
like legendary.
It tastes like balls of sweat.
It's like a blue raspberry cream soda.
Well,
I used to be into the nerdy sodas, so yeah, that's a classic.
And folks, I will warn you before I get complaints from the audience watching this that these are not horror movie themes. These are horror movie songs from the actual movies, or the credits of the movies, most of these I think are. And yes, there may have been some better options on the albums, but themes like the Exorcist theme and the Halloween theme are not going to be in this. You can go listen to our Halloween songs bracket we did 3 years ago on YouTube if you want to see that, because we talked about that already. But CJ gets to start this off, though, because it works alphabetically, and because he hasn't been on one of these in a while, so I miss having him on brackets.
What do we got?
Swear to God. Well, you get the lowest ranked song in the whole bracket to start off. It's number 30 ranked, Looking for the Magic by the Dwight Twilley Band, however you say it. And it's from Your Next. And going against number 16 ranked, Rocky Mountain High by John Denver from Final Destination. Fastest decision ever. And Dean.
I can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm going.
What?
Habita.
Denver.
I read his list. John Denver.
Yeah, he said John
Denver.
Whatever you did last time, Dean, to fix your speaking, do it again.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. But Harley, which way you want to go?
Okay, so I actually did my homework again this week. Woohoo, yay me. I have Rocky Mountain High at number 20 and Looking for the Magic at 25.
Ooh, damn, Rocky Mountain High is low on yours. Jesus.
Well,
yeah.
better ones.
Well, I mean, Let Dean,
I don't
please.
have it that high, but it's just better than that other one.
I mean, Rocky Mountain High is my
not be.
Rocky Mountain High is my number 12, and Looking for the Magic was my number 26. So yeah, obviously Rocky Mountain High is getting my vote. It already won by the time it got to me anyway. And which way would you have gone? Would you have gone, Mr. Dark?
Okay, absolutely no human being on this planet, short of the director, remembers that Looking for the Magic song was in Your Next. I rated it number 30. Terrible song, terrible movie. And then Rocky Mountain High, no human being in the world remembers that song was in Final Destination either. I said my notes were a good song, but are you fucking kidding me? If they sang Happy Birthday in a movie, would that make the list? Rocky Mountain High as a horror movie song. Fuck this list. 23, but it still wins.
I feel like it was in Final Destination, like on the radio in some scene.
Yeah, it's like, okay, so somebody walked by. I mean, if a Madonna song showed up for 10 seconds in a movie, would that be a horror movie song?
I mean, I kind of wish the list gave me the scenes they're into or whatever, but
some of these like, that was in a horror movie? Are you serious?
No. It was no. I call this this court is out of order. This list is out of order.
I agree.
You're speaking out of order because it's Dean's turn to start the next one. And burn. And Dean, your choices are going to be number 29, the Hide and Seek song by Headquarters Music for Ready or Not. Or number 15 ranked, Summer Breeze by Seals and Crofts from I Know What You Did Last Summer.
This is where I have to agree with Mr. Dark. This list is full. None of this is memorable from either, I guess, Seals and Croft, but God, I don't like either of these.
And Harley?
Did you hear all that?
Yep, I got most of it.
So for me, the Hide and Seek song was completely horrible. I don't even know what the hell that was. Never again gonna listen to that. That is number 29 for me. And then Summer Breeze is number 14. So I'm going Summer Breeze.
Well, I will say the Hide and Seek song is actually in the movie because I saw that movie and they actually put it on the record player when they start playing. And like when his girlfriend's like, "What the fuck is this?" Like they put it on the record player, she's like, "What's this?" And that's when they all run and hide before they start trying to kill each other. But Summer Breeze, I never saw I Know What You Did Last Summer, any of the iterations of it, so I have no idea if that's in the movie or not. It's fitting, Summer Breeze for I Know What You Did Last Summer.
That's what's playing on the radio and they're singing when they hit the guy.
Oh, okay. Well, then that counts. That's an iconic scene in the movie. I know that much from watching a scary movie. But yeah, I had the Hide and Seek song. I thought it's catchy. It's catchy in a way. But I had it number 24, and Summer Breeze is like one of my favorite songs of all time. So it's my number 2 because I freaking love Summer Breeze. Such a good song. Their voices are so freaking amazing. And that freaking like jazz, like little medium between the chorus and the verses, like. But which way you want to go, Mr. Dark?
So Hide and Seek song, yes, absolutely, incredibly important to the movie. And if you haven't seen Ready or Not, watch Ready or Not. One of the best horror movies of the last 20 years. Thankfully, we're getting a sequel. I can't wait to watch that. Give it to me. But like my note says, I knew Ranker made shit up, but no fans voted for this song. No. It's a novelty song from the 20s. Nobody wants to sit and listen to this. So that's my number 31. Summer Breeze, I put it at number 22, and I said, good song, but once again, this list exists in a world where rock doesn't exist. I mean, look, I tried to rate these by a combination of, okay, what's the song like, but also how does it connect to the movie? And see, I didn't even remember what CJ said. And now that he said that, he's right. But I've seen I Know What You Did Last Summer more than once, and I could not tell you any song that played in the movie. It's just, it's not a song movie. You know, it's not. There's no music that you think about. You're worried about, you know, the guy with the hook killing kids. But it's my number 22, so Summer Breeze wins.
I'm honestly pissed that they didn't put in the movie from what the fuck is it? Slumber Party Slaughter 2 with I'm surprised with the freaking rock musician like being the slasher. I'm surprised they didn't put like one of his songs in this.
Wasn't that the Driller Killer where he had the drill on the end of the guitar?
Yeah.
Dude, there are so many. So many.
I know.
Here we are.
Oh no, Slumber Party Massacre too. That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched all those. Those are freaking awesome. Most of them. But CJ, which way you want to go on this one?
Summer Breeze. You know, they went about the music in this movie, sort of the same way they did with American Pie. Like it was there throughout the whole thing, but none of it was really anything you really knew, or it was just kind of background music. It was just for the tempo and flow of it. You know, it wasn't important to the plot or anything, or memorable like other soundtracks that had or meaningful songs. You know, movies like Fright Night and Iron Eagle and Black Roses have, you know, amazing music that go with the music itself or go with the movie itself, as opposed to just being background noise.
I'm over here having a Baptist moment. Hallelujah. Amen.
I am a soundtrack aficionado, dude. I have thousands and thousands of soundtracks.
But yeah, I mean, and I there are a couple songs in this that I put in myself that have something to do with the movie more than just being a song in the movie. But the next matchup gets started off by Harley, and it's number 28 ranked "Say My Name" by Destiny's Child from the 2020 Candyman movie, and it's going against number 14 ranked "Coconut" by Harry Nilsson from Practical Magic.
Okay. I don't know why Say My Name was in this as a horror movie, but
because it was in Candyman 2020. It was.
Well, I guess I didn't see that one, but whatever. Coconut and Practical Magic is a big scene because that's the scene where they're dancing around late at night and they're drinking, singing that song. So my ranking, Coconut was number 5 and Say My Name was 11.
Yeah.
And Practical Magic's one of my favorite movies.
I've never seen it, but Say My Name is my number 32 ranked. It's literally my lowest ranked song on this bracket because I fucking hate that song. It's so stupid. It's like, yeah, I could write a song where I say the same 3 words over and over again for 50 times and it could become a hit maybe. But does it need to be? No. So, yeah, fuck that song with a hot fucking passion. Coconut, I put at number 21. It's one of those songs that gets annoying if it gets stuck in your head. Hell, my wife was ready to kill me in the fucking car when we were out today because it kept playing over, and she's like, "This is gonna be stuck in my head again, goddammit." And I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, I just keep thinking of the whole freaking old Coke commercials. You put the lime in the coconut, like that's what I think of when I hear it. But which way you want to go, Mr. Dark?
So, the 2020 Candyman is absolutely fantastic and completely just it should not be ignored. It is exactly what you want out of a reboot in every way. Fantastic. That being said, this is of course the famous horror movie song "Say My Fucking Name." No. 29. Coconut is the flip. It's a coconut. That famous song from the horror movie Practical Fucking Magic. Yeah, that is some serious extreme stuff. Evil Dead 2, get out of the way. Here comes Practical Goddamn Magic. I gave that 25, so it wins. But dear God, murder it in the next round. Murder it violently.
It's going to. I'm telling you right now, it's going to get murdered next round, regardless of who wins the next round or next match, I should say. But CJ, which way you want to go out of these two? As if I don't know already.
Yeah, I give less than 2 shits about Destiny's Child. And I didn't really know this song. I've never seen Practical Magic, but I love Harry Nilsson. So yeah, we'll go with that just based on the fact that I like Harry Nilsson, so you know.
And Dean, which way did you want to go?
You broke my heart, tear it apart, so fuck you. Harry all the way. Not his best song, but I love Harry Nilsson.
Which means Coconut does move on, leaving Say My Name in the first round where it fucking belongs. Shouldn't have been on this list to begin with, but even though it is relatable to the movie, because that's the whole point of Candyman is Say My Name, but I get to start off the next matchup, and this one is a little more accurate to me, I think. It's a little more accurate, but number 27 ranked Burn the Flames by Roky Erickson from Return of the Living Dead versus number 13 ranked Free Bird by Leonard Skinner from The Devil's Rejects, which both these songs are in those movies, so I don't want to hear shit about it. And I had Burn the Flames at number 20. It was actually a really good song I never heard before, like in full, but it was a really good song, and there's just a lot of better songs. But Free Bird I had number 15, not much higher. I get sick of Free Bird, but that breakdown in the middle of it is always fucking amazing, and I love The Devil's Reject, so that just made it. I knew immediately what movie that was from. But which way you want to go, Mr. Stark?
So Burn the Flames I got at 16. What in the actual fuck?
Sorry.
Burn the Flames I got at 16, and I said, sure, this song, and not 45 Graves, Party Time, only the song everybody associates with this movie. What the actual fuck? I mean, come on. All you have to do is walk up to a human being and go, do you want a party? And they're going to go, oh, yeah, zombies, woo. I mean, what? So, yeah, I don't get it. How is Party Time not on this list? Let's start there. But then they're going to choose this song instead? No. Freebird, dude, it's my number 5. This is exactly what I expected from the list. You think of this song, you think of the movie, you think of the movie, you think of this song. They are directly married, and it's one of the greatest scenes in horror history. It is directly related. The song feeds into what's happening. It is my number 5. So Freebird all the way.
And CJ, which way you want to go?
I am going to go off the beaten path here because my favorite guitar player of all time is Gary Moore. And one of Gary's idols, and he was the writer of one of Gary's best covers, The Messiah Will Come Again, was Roky Erickson. I love Roky. So we vote for the Irishman. I know that's the point.
Oh, they were close for me. I mean, I didn't know. I didn't remember what movie that was from though. And I'm like, it seems like it should be from a vampire movie, not like a fucking zombie movie. But
Roky was a blues guitarist.
Oh, you could tell, yeah.
Well, even the cover of it looked like it should have been from a vampire movie.
I know, right? But Dean, which way you want to go?
When I was a young man I saw Return of the Living Dead, and I fell in love with that movie. And I fell in love with the series until they made the third one, and I was like, nope, this is not anything I want to watch anymore. But that first movie is near perfect, and that song "Burn the Flames" is this beautiful scene where this guy has become he just now figured it out, and to keep himself being a brain-eating zombie, he goes and climbs in incinerator and turns it on, and that's when they play Flames. Now, Freebird. When I think of Freebird, I don't think of a horror movie. I think of Forrest Gump, where she jump off the building, and she does. So Burn the Flames gets my vote in this one.
All right. Hold on, I had to reload my bracket page here. It was giving me fucking issues. But come on, well, which way you want to go, Harley? Because you're going to be the tiebreaker or between these two?
Well, Burn the Flames is 16 and Free Bird is 15. So Free Bird.
Yeah, you should have a fucking audible there, but okay. Free Bird moves on. I didn't see that coming, honestly. I thought a lot of people hated Free Bird. But Mr. Dark, you finally get to start one off of your bracket. Oh, I'm actually happy to start this one off because this is a 90s matchup 100%. It's number 26 ranked Confusion Pump Panel Reconstruction Mix by New Order from Blade versus number 12 ranked Burn by The Cure for The Crow.
Damn it. These are two pretty high on my list. Just because Confusion, that is not a song I would ever listen to on its own. But, and like I said in my notes, you've never heard of this song, but if you hear it, you're thinking of vampires getting covered in blood from sprinklers. It is so tied to that scene that it's just, that's what it is. It's one of the most iconic scenes in modern horror, and that song is part of it. However, Burn, and that was my number 6. Burn is my number 1. Written for the movie, perfect for the movie. It can't be beaten. I mean, that people hear that song and they know within, like, you could do that old game show, name that tune, and it'd be like 3 notes in. That's the Crow. That's the Crow. So
I mean,
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. If I heard fucking the Blade song 2 notes in, I'd be like, yeah, that's Blade.
Yeah, you, like I said, in your head, you're watching vampires getting covered in blood from sprinklers right before Blade comes in and just starts mowing everybody down. So,
how do you know what I watch my VR goggles in my head? But
but yeah, Burn. Yeah, that's my number 1.
And CJ, which way you want to go? Because I know this tore you too.
God damn it! I fucking love New Order, but I really, really love The Cure. The Cure's like in my top 5 all time, just behind like Pink Floyd and Blue October and Queen. I guess I'm going to go with The Cure. I agree with Mr. Dark. It's The Cure, you know. You know, both songs are iconic, and you know, oddly enough, this is not the only New Order tie-in to this list. So we'll go with the other New Order tie-in later.
Ugh. And Dean, which way you want to go?
Crow, my favorite on this list. I would argue it's not really horror, or it's not only horror, but that you hear that in the movie is so iconic to the point. I hear that song, that scene in my head. So definitely with Burn by The Cure.
Well, I heard that one for sure. And Harley, even though Burn's moving on, which way would you have gone?
Well, Confusion is very last on my list, so I will be going with Burn.
God, no. I mean, I don't think either of these is super high on my list. Oh, yeah, they're right next to each other. Burn's number 29, Confusion's number 30. So, it was cool the first time I heard it, then I was just like, eh. But it is a sweep for Burn by 1 for me, but I couldn't listen to the Blade thing all the way through. I fucking Mr. Dark flipped me off over there like crazy. But I couldn't I couldn't listen to the Blade song all the way through more than like once, and I was like, okay, never again. But it's 9 minutes of the same fucking thing repeated. But that means CJ gets to start off this next one, and I'm happy he does, even though I know which way he's gonna go immediately. But it's number 25 ranked Other Father song by They Might Be Giants from Coraline versus number 11 ranked Pet Semetary by the Ramones from Pet Semetary.
I don't want to be buried. Yeah, it's the Ramones. That's one of my top songs. That's in my top 3. So, yeah, Pet Semetary all the way. But only if it's a Ramones version and not the shitty cover by the Misfits.
And Dean, which way you want to go?
I'm going to quote an authority here, Mr. Ramones only made one song, but it was a good song. So I'm going to go with the Ramones.
Wait, hold on. You said the Ramones only made one song?
There's a saying. He took it from me, which is that the Ramones only ever wrote one song, but it was a really good song.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Yeah, as soon as you say it, it kind of clicks in your brain. Well, that's kind of true, isn't it?
Kind of like AC/DC.
Exactly like AC/DC.
Exactly.
Did you ever hear that that AI before AI even became a thing, somebody made a randomly generated ACD song and it was spot on a perfect brand new ACD song. You could just swap it out and everybody would go, "Oh yeah, sure." It's that simple. You can just make an algorithm that takes on after AC/DC once they die.
Hopefully soon. But Harley, which way you want to go?
Or you could just hire the band Airborne. They're pretty much an exact clone.
Amongst others.
I'm going The Other Father.
Oof, why? But yeah, other father song was my number 31. Literally, the only thing lower than on my list was Destiny's Child. And Pet Semetary is my number 14 because it's a fucking amazing song. And Ramones are usually pretty good, so I'm always down for Ramones. Hell, I've had to listen to enough in the show, but and that means the final vote for this one goes to Mr. Dark, even though Ramones are moving on already.
I mean, if you're going to include a 28-second song that's part of a musical, why aren't you including stuff like the Exorcist theme, the Halloween theme? Basically, at that point, it's like, what, were they so short on songs for this list? They just had to start making shit up. I mean, Coraline's amazing, but it's a 28-second song. No, Pet Semetary.
And that means we got actually, this is one of the first ones we don't have a sweep for in a while. But Ramones move on, and this next matchup is going to start off by Dean, and it's number 24 ranked Trick or Treat by Fastway from Trick or Treat, or number 10 ranked Red Right Hand by Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds from Scream 3. And it actually was the Scream 3 version on the playlist.
This is not even close.
So, but that means it was echoing the Bunnymen's cover, right?
That's not. No, not that song.
Oh, well,
Nick
that
Cave
got
and the
confused.
This is the Nick Cave and the Bad Seed song. Not the.
Okay, then I got to change my list around because one of the reasons why I ranked it where I did was because I thought it was the cover, which is kind of meh, whereas Nick Cave is kind of a rock god. Bear with me while I do some housekeeping.
Well, it's Dean's vote anyway, so which way you want to go, Dean?
Okay. Again, Trick or Treat when I was I fell in love with it. Years later, when I started stand-up, I started working quite a bit with Mark Price, the guy that played Skin Guy. That's the hero in Treat. So just because I know him, and if he sees this, will not by voting for Trick or Treat. I'm not saying it's their song. I'm saying I'm voting for it.
You worked with Skippy.
Well, if you ever
many times.
Well, if he ever sees this, he'll understand about a quarter of what you said, so no worries. But Harley, which way you want to go?
Red Right Hand.
Yeah, this one actually was a little bit. I don't think I could vote for this off the cuff, but thank God for rankings, because Trick or Treat was number 13, and Red Right Hand was number 17. So Fastway kind of edged out Red Right Hand a little bit. I think it might have been the fact that it was that version instead of the original version. If it was the original version, maybe it would have been higher, but that one's more like drawn out for the movie. So, but Mr. Dark, which way you want to go?
Trick or Treat, I gave number 19. I said I love that a retro band and movie got attention, but I've never been a fan of the movie or the band. So, yeah. Red Right Hand, Nick Cave. But I figured this would be from Hellboy. Didn't they play this in Hellboy? I could have swore they played this in one of the Hellboys.
I thought they did too.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so I'm putting it number 7 for Hellboy. I don't even remember it being. I don't even think I ever watched Scream 3. After 1, those movies became painful.
I only watched Scream 1 because I was made to for a bracket a while back.
Scream 1 is genius and changed the entire industry. And then after that, it was just ka-ching.
Well, stab me later, but I prefer the scary movie version of Scream than the actual version of Scream. But
I mean, we can have both. But yeah, so Red Right Hand is number 7. Absolutely.
Which means the music guy himself is the tiebreaker for this one.
Oh, I am.
Yep.
Well, then let's do it this way. This is a movie where Ozzy plays a preacher. The lead singer of the band went from playing metal in Fastway to being the lead singer of Flogging Molly. He's from Detroit.
Really?
Wait, that's him?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Shit.
Dave King from Fastway is also the same Dave King from Flogging Molly.
I had no idea. That's wild.
Yes. Fast Eddie Clark, one of the great unheralded guitar players. So we are going Trick or Treat all the way. I love that soundtrack. It ranks right up there with Black Roses for me as two movies that are just the cheese factor is at like 40 plus, but they're great movies just to watch for the absurdity of Ozzy as a preacher and Gene Simmons being a weird character and whatnot. And it's got Skippy in it, like he said, so yeah.
Well, that means that Trick or Treat does move on. And I honestly didn't see that coming. But Harley, you start the next one, the last one this half of round 1. And it's a add-in that I did for Drew, even though the asshole couldn't make it. But it's Fast as a Shark by Accept from Demons versus number 9 ranked Dream Warriors by Dokken from A Nightmare on Elm Street 3. This would have been Drew's nightmare matchup.
Dream Warriors is 23 and Fast as a Shark is 27.
The fact they're both so low makes me want to come through the screen and like Freddy and fucking stab you. But just saying. But Fast as a Shark is my number 4. I love Fast as a Shark, and the scene in Demons with the guy in the motorcycle slicing off freaking demon heads while this song is playing is fucking phenomenal. And Dream Warriors are my number 7. They're both high. I'm kind of pissed that you're going to get each other in the first round. I didn't realize it was that way even. But these are both amazing songs, but I got to give it to Fast as a Shark. It's a slight bit better. Fast as a shark. Like, I can't even sing it. It's just so fucking, like, he's singing it so fast I can't even do that shit. Or understand all the lyrics without looking at them. But, Mr. Dark, which way you want to go?
So I can't stand Accept, but this song's really good. I completely forgot it was in Demons. I haven't seen Demons in years and years and years. Back in the day, we used to it was too long ago. Dream Warriors, dude, I put in my notes, so hard to choose Burn over this. So damn hard. They're both rated 10. Burn and this are both 10s. They almost coexist at number 1. So yeah, Dream Warriors, the ultimate horror movie song. The video, all of it.
And yeah, we just did 80s monster movies bracket last, or 2 brackets ago, so I had to watch Demons for that. So I finally saw Demons and Demons 2. But good movies. But which way you want to go there, CJ?
So I'm glad Drew's not here to hear me say this. Don Dokken is one of the most pompous cocksuckers in the entire music industry. So fuck Dokken.
But the other guys in the original band are awesome, so they overrule him.
Mix kind of a dickhead too. George.
Well, he was drunk all the time.
Anyways, I am a huge fan of Accept. I love Udo, but I also like Mark. Tornilla took over. Both amazing singers. Udo is still around. Accept is still around. Fast as Shark by a landslide for me.
And that means Dean's the tiebreaker. Which way you want to go, Dean?
Okay.
I plead to your sanity.
What?
I plead to your sanity.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, everything I've ever heard by Accept sounds to me like we want to be AC/DC. That's just the impression I've always got their songs. Meanwhile, Dream Warriors, not a fan of Dokken. That song movie, again, it's iconic. When I heard that, I remember, and then from the video, the movie, and Nightmare on Elm Street was one of those weird series where like almost every entry was good. Like, the only ones I really hated was the second, because I don't know, it's never. But I go with Dream.
And Dream Warriors takes it.
Sanity wins. Thank God.
I'm surprised because Dean just usually have sanity, but and that means that first half of round one's over, and I don't know if Drew would have been disappointed or sitting there shaking his fist. I don't know. He loves both those songs.
Dokken won. He would have been thrilled. He is Mr.
Sure.
Dokken.
I don't know. He really likes it a lot too, though.
Yeah, he loves that fucking scene in Demons. He loves both. He loves all the Demon movies. I know he does. But and I put that in here just for him. I honestly didn't even think it was. I didn't even think about the Dokken thing when I put it in. But
which one won that one?
Dokken. But that means the other side of round one is going to get started off by me, and it's number 23 ranked. I Have the Touch by Heather Nova from The Craft versus number 8 ranked Mad World by Tears for Fears from Donnie Darko. And I Have the Touch is my number 25 ranked. So that song annoyed the shit out of me after the first 2 times. And Mad World, I ranked at number 22. So they're not far apart, but Mad World slightly beats out I Have the Touch. I don't think Mad World's a good song except for the chorus. But which way you want to go there, Mr. Dark?
I Have the Touch. It was number 28, and my note is, this list is insane. This song is terrible. Look, The Craft was a movie about style. Yeah, there's a lot of songs in it, but it's not about the songs. They're just there. It's kind of like what somebody was saying earlier about I Know What You Did Last Summer. They're just there to kind of keep things moving. There are no iconic songs from that movie. Whereas Mad World, I mean, come on. The song hit before the movie did. Nobody had seen the movie, but then this song became a huge hit, and then people went and saw the movie and realized, holy shit, that movie's amazing. So yeah, you hear that song, you think of the movie, you watch the movie, you think of the song. It's my number 3. And the only reason why it's not number 1 is because Burn and Dream Warriors are on this list. The 2 perfect songs.
Yeah, I will always have conflicted feelings about Donnie Darko. I liked it. I wanted to love it. I couldn't. I don't know.
Have you seen the director's cut?
I was a wannabe goth in high school, so I saw every version of it that was available.
Because that one's important. They just wouldn't let him make the movie he wanted because of money. And he was able to go back after it. Everybody saw it and actually fix it. But anyway, it's not for everybody. It's a weird movie.
I wanted to like it, but it was just couldn't grasp it. But CJ, which way you want to
go? So these are kind of like opposite sides of the coin. One is a terrible song in a great movie, and one is a great song in a terrible movie. But we're still going to go with Tears for Fears because The Craft I mostly watch just because Feroz is
gorgeous.
That and Waterboy. I watched that and Waterboy strictly for Feruza. But I'm a massive fan of Tears for Fears as well. So, yeah, Tears for Fears all the way.
And Dean, even though Tears for Fears moving on, which way would you have gone?
A TV show on the USA Network called Psych. Watch it. It was an amazing show. You definitely have to. For Fears really plays into that show quite a little bit. Like the lead singer makes weird guest appearance. Anyway, story short, I'm a huge Fears fan, so I'm going to go with Mad World.
Okay, now everybody keeps talking about Tears for Fears, but you know this is the slower version by that other guy that's actually in the movie. The Tears for Fears version is not in Donnie Darko.
Yes, I know, but I like Gary Jules' version as well.
Fair enough. Just wanted to make sure. Everybody keeps saying Tears for Fears, and I'm like, whoa.
Well, the version that's on the playlist is the Tears for Fears one.
Well, that's incorrect. That is Sir not appearing in this film.
Only version on Spotify. But which way would you have gone, Harley?
Mad World.
And that means, I'm so happy that Mr. Dark is starting this one off. Because it's number 22 ranked. I got 5 on it by Loonies from Us. And it's going against number 7 ranked Sweet Dreams Are Made of This by Marilyn Manson for House on Haunted Hill.
Okay, so surprisingly, I got 5 on it. Is fairly high on my list. It's a number 12. It's not a terrible song, and even though I passionately hate that movie, I have written page after page after page critiquing everything, just shredding that movie. Dear God, does Jordan Peele need a producer and an editor? But the use of it in that movie was really good. That was like about the only thing I liked in the movie. But Sweet Dreams, I mean, I do point out in my notes there needs to be a moratorium on using this song in movies, like 20 years before we can use it again. Because, guys, tap the brakes with this song. But it's a great song. And again, I love House on Haunted Hill, the remake. Fantastic horror movie. And this is the only song in it. And it's, again, during a very key scene. So, yeah, it's my number 8. So Sweet Dreams absolutely takes it.
Manson gets a vote. And I fucking love Us. That's an amazing movie. But that twist at the end is M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong status. But I mean, it's not as good. It's not as good as Get Out. But we know you suck cock, Mr. Dark. We're well aware. But it's not as good as Get Out. But it's 150,000 times better than fucking Go.
Get Out is dog shit too. Don't even ask.
I love Get Out. That is such a fucking the
longest second act in the history of filmmaking. 15 minutes first act, 15 minutes last act, hour-long second act. Anyway, carry on. Sorry.
It deserved it. But CJ, which way you want to go, Manson or Loonies?
Well, you basically know how I feel about Manson, but it wouldn't matter anyways because I got 5 on it. That's one of my jams, man. That's one of those songs from the 90s that just you put it on in the car and you just it's got that West Coast, man. You just kind of lean and vibe. So that's the jam.
And this is a man who's not even a stoner, never has been. So,
but I'm born on 420, so it counts.
So we're a lot of other famous people apparently. But Dean, which way you want to go?
Well, right now, I'll tell you that. I love House on Haunted Hill. I mean, it's the only thing I've seen in life. That movie is good. So I'm going to go with, unfortunately, because Marilyn Manson cracked all. I'm.
Wow, and
Got
you were
every other
gone
word
there,
of that.
Dean. We got that you like Marilyn Manson, so we're good. But man, everything after you said you're going with Marilyn Manson is just gone.
Well,
I said, unfortunately, his career is hard. If you've seen him live, he's become a vest on stage. Really sad.
Well, folks, we all know that Dean strips to Tainted Love by Marilyn Manson, so that's okay. Harley, which way you want to go on this?
Marilyn Manson.
Damn it.
Which means Manson does take this, and I'm pretty sure I know which way my rankings went, but I do love both of these songs.
And let's just take a moment to acknowledge that yes, Marilyn Manson is a complete shithead. We're aware. My late wife, once upon a time, way back in the day, helped him put on his garters before he went on stage because she was promoting shows in Reno. So I'm very well aware of how much of a shithead Marilyn Manson is, but he does some good stuff.
If you read his book, you know why. But I got 5 on it was my number 6, and Sweet Dreams Are Made of This is my number 1 because it is the best version of that fucking song ever made. Manson, it's what got me into Manson.
Blasphemy!
I knew that was going to get a rise.
How dare you say he's better than Annie Stewart or Dave Stewart and Annie Lennox? You're dude.
It's
but
different. You can have both.
Manson is a godsend to people like me, and
I'm weird. Manson is like songs that I fuck to, so.
Me too. So, but Looney's, I got 5 on it. It is a classic. It's fucking amazing. But Twisted did it better, and if it was Twisted's version, it might have been number 1. So, just saying. But Twisted's version is a lot better. But
Twisted's version has different lyrics, though.
Oh, it does. Because they can't use the word they use the most in this fucking original version. They can't use it. They'll get shot. But if they did the original, they would literally be dead in the side destroyed somewhere. But fucking, there's
you say that like it's a bad thing.
It is. Twisted's fucking incredible. You're talking to an old school. You're talking two old school juggalos over here.
I dated a juggalette once. She broke my heart. So you know what? I'm going to take shots at anything juggalo related. I'm just saying.
We got some problems then, but that's my life. But that means watch you. Sorry, Dean. I mean, not Dean. Harley. Which way you want to go? I skipped you, I think. All right. I know.
She said Manson.
I said Manson.
Oh yeah, I didn't write down my vote. That's what it is. Okay. But that means Manson is moving on. And the next matchup gets started off by CJ. And it's number 21 ranked Slept So Long by Jay Gordon for Queen of the Damned versus number 6 ranked Jeepers Creepers by Paul Wyman and his Swing Wing for Jeepers Creepers.
So, since I didn't get New Order in the last round, or in the other round, we're going to get it this round with Jay Gordon. Jay Gordon being the lead singer of the band Orgy, who covered the New Order song Blue Monday.
Wow.
And I'm actually friends with Jay and Amir and the other guys from Orgy. So Jay Gordon all the way. It's the best. It's the best Korn song that Korn never recorded.
And
Jonathan Davis was behind the soundtrack, so they had a hand in it.
Yeah, it was just that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I got opinions when I get to this, but
yeah,
Dean, which way you want to go?
Man, I Jeepers Creepers, and then I found out it was a kind of thing, and I'm like, well, so yeah, I'm gonna vote for the other song.
And Harley?
Okay, I have opinions here on this one. Okay, if you're gonna pick a Queen of the Damn song for a ranking, do not pick that one. There was other songs on that album that was so much better. Static X's Cold was so much better than that song right there. The only reason that it's Queen of the Damn is because it's a little clip in the beginning that's kind of like Static X's Cold. Sorry, my opinion on that. I'm going with Jeepers Creepers.
Glory, hallelujah, amen, sister.
Yeah. I was kind of pissed that when there was a Queen of Damn song on this, that wasn't Cry for You. But that's a beautifully heart-aching song. It's fucking incredible. But I had Slept So Long at number 23, and I had Jeepers Creepers at number 19. So I'm going for Jeepers Creepers because I was a little disappointed it wasn't the Jeepers Creepers. Where'd you get those peepers? Like, I was kind of disappointed it wasn't that. But when I saw the title, but I was like, all right, whatever. And it was actually that Boogeyman song was actually pretty cool. So that means it's a tiebreaker for Mr. Dark.
It was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else other than you said Jeepers Creepers?
I did.
Harley.
You said Jeepers Creepers?
Yeah.
I'll pray for you. So
because I said that if they were going to pick a song from Queen of the Damn, they should have picked a different one than that.
Yeah, but it's still good. Okay, so it's Jeepers Creepers. Look, I get it. I get why it's on the list, but fuck this movie. Fuck the kitty raping asshole who made it and somehow is still fucking working. No, fuck all that. Fuck it right in the fucking ear. Slept So Long. I agree with Harley 100%. That soundtrack, Jonathan Davis did a fantastic job on that soundtrack. It is full of great songs. Number one being Static X's best song, Cold. And they choose this one? What?
Because when I think of Queen of the Damn, I think of Static X's Cold. That's what I think of.
That's the biggest one, but there are others too. Just like
I would say the soundtrack is the only redeeming part of Queen of the Damned.
Agreed. They fucked the movie as hard as you could possibly fuck an adaptation of a movie, but they were smart in handing the soundtrack over to Jonathan Davis. That was very smart, and he did an amazing. I don't like Korn, but man, he nailed the soundtrack on this. But again, there's a list of songs on this soundtrack better than Slept So Long. That being said, it's still my number 14. I love Jay Gordon, Orgy, all that stuff. So yeah, and Jeepers Creepers, no, fuck every ounce of that shit. Don't get me started.
I love those movies, but I love those movies. Who doesn't like to see a fucking slasher where the killer is literally like moonwalking over a car when it's trying to run him over? But fucking made me die laughing. But that means that Dean gets to start off the next one. Ooh, this is a tough one, I think. But number 20 ranked, Total Eclipse of the Heart by Bonnie Tyler from The Strangers Pray at Night. Going against number 5 ranked, Cry Little Sister by G. Tom Mack from The Lost Boys.
Really? You think this is difficult? The Lost Boys was a perfect movie. Perfect. Cry Little Sister. Absolutely. There really is no other.
Okay, that's the end of it? I thought you froze. But, Harley, which way did you want to go?
Cry Little Sister is my number 2. And what was the other? Total Eclipse of the Heart is 12.
Yeah, well, here's the thing for me. And I'm going to get hate for this. I already know it. I fucking hate Lost Boys. I think it's the most horrible vampire movie of all fucking time. But, and I've seen some shitty-ass vampire movies, but it's horrible in my opinion. Cry Little Sister is the one redeeming fact for Lost Boys. That song is incredible. Satanic did
amazing.
Satanic did incredible song with that fucking course from that. But Total Eclipse of the Heart is my number 10 though, because Bonnie Tyler to me is the female Meatloaf. She's fucking incredible. And
well, same songwriter, man.
Cry Little Sister is my number 9, so it beats it out by 1. Therefore, I have to vote for Cry Little Sister. So Cry Little Sister is moving on already. But which way would you have gone, Mr. Dark?
Yeah, Bonnie Tyler used Jim Steinman, who did all of Meatloaf's big hits. So they're literally the same songwriter, just different vocalists. But yeah, Total Eclipse of the Heart is my 24, as I put in my notes, from that epic horror legend, The Strangers Pray at Night. I guess they polled 12-year-olds. Really? I mean, those movies suck. Who likes them? Who knows them? And oh yeah, I totally remember all the songs from that. Now fuck that shit. Cry Little Sister, again, it is the song from the movie. It's been covered like umpteen times since because it's just fucking awesome. And again, you hear it, it's Lost Boys. You start to watch Lost Boys, you think about Cry Little Sister. So yeah, it's my number 4.
I just don't. I saw that movie once. I don't like it. But the only cool thing about it is the guy coming out with the saxophone in the middle of the fucking.
I'm gonna stop taking your opinion on movies because some of what you say is horrible. It's not.
We're gonna take away your card. We're gonna punch your card. And
you said Spaceballs is horrible. And
wait, what?
Yeah, he hates Spaceballs.
Okay, yeah, no, yeah, you're. We're not going to listen to you on anything regarding movies anymore.
It's slightly better than Princess.
Yeah, he doesn't like Princess Bride either.
Okay, I'm done with you.
Yes, here we go. I mean, Princess Bride.
I made
perfect comedy
on show. I made him watch Spaceballs because that was the year they picked, and that was what I picked.
I mean, Princess Bride they teach in film school as how to do a comedy. Literally, it is the textbook. This is how you do a movie comedy. But
I got like 100 better examples than that for a comedy. But okay. But which way did you want? Which way do you want to go on this, CJ? Total Eclipse of the Heart or Cry Little Sister?
So, I like Lost Boys, but to me, the best song in that soundtrack is the In Excess of Jimmy Barnes song, Mary, Mary.
That's a damn good song.
Jimmy Barnes is one of my favorite singers. And he ranks right up there with Bonnie Tyler as probably the most underrated female singer in all of music. A voice that you never hear on the greatest female singers, but she is as good or better than Ann Wilson, Pat Benatar, all of them. Total Eclipse of the Heart, to me, is one of the greatest songs of all time. So it's not even close for me. It's Total Eclipse of the Heart. Total Eclipse of the Heart is one of those songs that immediately goes to 10 when it comes on for me. That, and also another Jim Steinman one, Making Love Out of Nothing at All by Air Supply, is another one that just goes to 10 because it's one of them great bombastic songs that Jim was so great at writing.
Which means that Harley gets to drop the next one. And it's going to be number 19 ranked, No More Mr. Nice Guy by Alice Cooper for Shocker. And it's going against number 4 ranked, Bad Moon Rising by CCR for An American Werewolf in London.
All right, hold up. Time out. Alice Cooper did not do
No More Mr. Nice Guy.
In Shocker. Megadeth did.
That's what the ranking said.
Yeah, well, the rankings are wrong.
That didn't feel right.
Megadeth performed No More Mr. Nice Guy for Shocker.
I've never seen Shocker, so I wouldn't know. But
Alice's No More Mr. Nice Guy is old. It is not Shocker age.
Yeah,
I mean, they use old songs most all the time.
The Shocker soundtrack, believe me.
Shocker was one of those movies that they wanted, like, that was back when every movie had to come out with a soundtrack full of new music. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Harley, which way you want to go?
No More Mr. Nice Guy.
Yeah. No More Mr. Nice Guy is my number 5. And Bad Moon Rising is my number 11. Both amazing songs. I mean, apparently it's the wrong version of Mr. Nice Guy, but I'll take it. I'll go with it. It's Alice Cooper still. I fucking love Alice Cooper. So, but which way you want to go, Mr. Dark?
The Megadeth version is not as good. Straight up, everything Megadeth does is not as good for several years. But as I pointed out, Alice does He's Back, the theme to a Friday the 13th movie, and this is what makes the list. I need booze. How He's Back is not on this list gives me a cerebral hemorrhage. I mean, it is one of the absolute ultimate horror movie songs because, duh. But yeah, anyway, Bad Moon Rising is number 10. It's higher than that. Good song, classic movie, and I mean, again, super important to the movie. So yeah, Bad Moon Rising.
And CJ?
So who's doing Bad Moon Rising? Who's doing the cover?
It's CCR, Bad Moon Rising.
Oh, it's CCR's version?
Yeah, it's the original. It's
okay.
Landis was not big on things like covers. He wanted to use real tunes.
I don't even know what movie it's from. But
American Werewolf in London.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cool. Well, with that being said, then yeah. Go, yeah, CCR. Sorry. My brain is singing The Sword and the Stone from Shocker.
And since you care about personalities, I can't believe you would vote Dave Mustaine high on any list.
Megadeth is one of the bands I'm kind of indifferent to. I'll listen to them, but they're like not my first choice.
He's just such a dick. I stopped listening to them because I just got tired of him being a dick.
I love big melodic bombastic songs. So Jim Steinman is high on my list. Anything with Desmond Child, which is most of the Shocker soundtrack, was so that's why I'm singing Sword in the Stone. I am the sword, you are the stone, and it's got that big guitar riff in it. Bonfire sang it, but Kiss also performed a version of it. Because Paul Stanley and Desmond Child wrote
Desmond Child is basically the fifth member of Kiss.
Well, Desmond Child is basically the walking soundtrack for Gen X. Rat, Cher, Michael Bolton, Kiss. I Was Made for Loving You. I mean, the guy wrote the majority of the hits for Bon Jovi. Hate Myself for Loving You by Joan Jett. And now he writes reggaeton and pop hits. Wrote Livin' La Vida Loca, the Thong Song, most of the stuff by Sabrina Carpenter, Kelly Clarkson. I mean, the guy
so what you're saying is we need a young priest and an old priest.
I mean,
he needs an exorcism.
Yeah, I mean,
well, what it means is that Dean gets to be the tiebreaker between Alice Cooper and CCR.
Well, if it was Alice Cooper, either way I go, because I love the man. Heck, I've met him a couple of times. Nice guy. But it's not. And fuck Megadeth, mostly because of Dave Mustaine. So, yeah, I'm going to go with CCR.
Which means that American Werewolf in London moves on. Classic movie, but... And that means the next matchup is going to get started off by me. And it's number 18 ranked, Animal I Have Become by 3 Days Grace from Ginger Snaps. And it's going against number 3 ranked, This Is Halloween from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh.
And yeah, I even have to look at my rankings, but I know already. But Animal I Become is my number 3. This Is Halloween is my number 28 because it's not Manson's version. If it was Manson's version, then I would have voted for Manson's version all fucking day. But the original version, puts you to sleep. But Animal I Have Become is a fucking great song from my favorite 3 Days Grace album. It was a college theme anthem. The whole fucking album was, and that has a song I have sex to. So fuck yeah, Am What I Become. But Mr. Dark, which way you want to go?
I mean, I'm kind of going against my own rules here, but This Is Halloween. I said great song, perfect movie, but it's a musical. Give me songs attached to movies, not songs that are part of the score. But it's This Is Halloween. It's Danny Goddamn Elfman. It's Nightmare Before Christmas. I still don't have my apartment decorated, but if I did, it would be about 50% Nightmare Before Christmas. I am that guy. So that's number 11. Now, Animal I Have Become. Look, I love seeing Ginger Snaps getting some love. Second best werewolf movie ever made. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's amazing. But I can't stand 3 Days Grace at all. I can't stand it. This song is awful. They're awful. Everything bad about 90s rock. So no, 90s.
Did you do?
This Is Halloween.
Harley took you off the fucking screen. But
hey, look, I'm older than you, so by the time I hit the 90s, I was headed my ways, man.
3 Days Grace is fucking 2000s music, not 90s.
Okay, whenever.
But that was our era, though.
Yeah. By then, I was back listening to the stuff that came out before that because what was coming out was bullshit.
That's what
I'll
we
just
say
never
about
forget.
this generation.
I will never forget Rob Zombie. I saw him at a show where he was so sick he could barely sing. He was having to take 5-minute breaks between songs. And in one of them, he said, "Look, I don't think you know what I do for you guys. I have to take meetings with Maroon fucking 5 and treat them like peers in front of the label guys. So I suffer for you people." See, that was that era. The Maroon 5, 3 Days Grace, aughts butt rock. No, fuck all them. This Is Halloween. It's iconic. Leave me alone.
And CJ, which way you want to go?
While I adore Danny Elfman and love Oingo Boingo, I fucking hate this Nightmare Before Christmas. It is one of them movies up there with American Psycho that if I could wipe it from existence, I would.
It's on your house.
So it is not a hard choice for me. It's anything other than Nightmare Before Christmas.
And can we just step in on the Oingo Boingo note and say that Dead Man's Party isn't on this list, and what the actual hell?
Dude, I'm literally sitting here, being the soundtrack guy that I am, thinking I would have put this song from Fright Night, I would have put this song from Black Roses, I would have put this song from Demons, I would have put this song from fucking there's so many songs that my brain are like should be on this if it was a true horror movie one. But that's just the music geek in me, you know. So
I'm with you on that 100%.
You know. But in saying that, anyone that's interested, I will be doing my annual Hello Scream special podcast. 3 hours of the sickest, most twisted, and demented horror music put out every year. It's deep cut galore. Yeah. So she knows. Like I don't do like the low hanging fruit. Like I have horror music upon horror music. Bands like the Coffin Cats and Necromantics.
Coffin Cats.
The Astro Zombies, shit like that. That is just, you know, really. I even threw a Power Wolf song in last year for him. And I don't like Power Wolf.
Do you know Ghoul Town?
I do.
Okay. So many people don't, but I'm in Dallas. They are buddies. Well, Lyle's a buddy. And I tell everybody, it's like, you got to hear Ghoul Town. Oh, my God. All right. Anyway, carry on. Jeremy's back.
Yeah. And Dean, which way you want to go?
Fuck Threes with a rusty spur. Every single member of the band. I don't like them. I am sorry. Meanwhile, Nightmare Before Christmas isn't a horror movie. Why is it on the list? But you put it on the list, and I'm going to vote for This Is Halloween every goddamn time. So there.
Of course it's a horror movie, you Philistine.
No, it's a family movie.
It's a family horror movie. That's the point.
It's a family Halloween / Christmas. There's no horror in it.
Of course there is. Teddy scares.
Halloween and Christmas.
There's so many horror elements.
I mean, there's plenty of necrophilia in it, so that's kind of a horror element.
There are so many little subtle things that Burton slipped in that are just really super creepy and edgy, and I'm sure Disney just didn't notice, or else they would.
But that means that Harley is the tiebreaker between this, and she loves both these things, so I'm not sure which way she's going to go.
Yes, I love both of them, but I'm going with The Animal I've Become. Because, for one, it's not the Marilyn Manson version of it. There we go.
Fuck you. Marilyn Manson's version of This Is Halloween is fucking incredible.
Oh, I know. If it would have been Marilyn Manson's version, I would have picked that one.
Okay, there you go. That's what I thought.
And I would have picked it anyway for the same reason. So, yeah, that would have been it.
He only him and Korn were the only good tracks on that whole fucking album of like metal of like rock versions of those songs, but they're both fucking incredible.
I'm not disagreeing there. That was a terrible compilation album. They did badly on that.
Manson and Korn were the only two good songs on the rest. I bought that album and I was so fucking pissed off. But that means that Mr. Dark gets to drop the next matchup, and it's going to be number 17 ranked. I Want to Be Sedated by The Offspring for Idle Hands, and it's going against number 2 ranked Deo, the Banana Boat song by Harry Belafonte from Beetlejuice.
Okay, so the one on the list was the Ramones version of I Want to Be Sedated, but it doesn't matter.
The one on the list was the Offspring version. It was I said in the chat that it's the Offspring version. That there's no I Want to Be Sedated was even on the list.
Yeah, well, I missed that entirely. And but anyway, so it doesn't matter because that's my number 21, and Deo is my number 9 because again, it's an iconic scene. Iconic. You hear the song, you think of Beetlejuice. You start watching Beetlejuice, you start thinking of that song. So it's a matchup. So that's my number 9, and that wins.
And I love that in the new Beetlejuice. That's what they play at his funeral is freaking Deo. Fucking love it. But CJ, which way you want to go?
They say Deo. It's one of them songs, man, and my buddy, who is a reggae artist, just did a reggae version with Shaggy. Him and Shaggy do a duet on a new version of it called Banana. So if you want to hear a really cool version of it, check out the artist named Conqueror. And he does like this super awesome version with Shaggy. Yes, that Shaggy.
It wasn't me?
Yeah.
And which way you want to go on this, Dean?
Deo. 2 reasons. One, it's iconic. It's tied to the movie perfectly. 2, the Stan Freberg version, which I cannot hear Deo anymore and not think of the Stan Freberg version. So, Deo.
And Harley?
Deo, because like Mr. Dark said, you hear that song, you think of Beetlejuice.
Well, Deo is my number 18 on this list, and I Want to Be Sedated was my number 8 because it's Offspring. I fucking love Offspring, and their version of it is really good. But Banana Boat still moves on, obviously. So I'm not sad. It is iconic to the movie. I'm not a huge fan of the song. It's all right, but it's a classic. But it's not something I'm gonna listen to every day. But that means that CJ gets. Oh, I'm so happy he's starting this off. CJ gets to start off the final matchup in round 1, and it's another add-in. Not knowing CJ would ever be on this one, I add this in just for fuck, but I'm happy it's him because it's Midnight the Stars in.
I can already tell you what my pick is because you haven't chosen it yet, and it's one of my favorites.
Well,
so
I know you can, but it's Midnight the Stars and You by Al Bowley from The Shining versus number 1 ranked People Are Strange by Echo and the Bunnymen from The Lost Boys.
The other great song from The Lost Boys. Right up there with Oingo Boingo in that genre of kind of weird, not quite synth wave, but not quite pop. Is Echo and the Bunnymen.
Back in the 80s, we called them New Wave.
Well, yeah, and that's kind of it's the proper term for it. But New Wave is also a lot of other stuff now.
New Wave was kind of a catch-all. They kind of called everything New Wave for a certain period of time.
But one of the great covers of The Doors that has been done is this song. So, yes, Echo and the Bunnymen all the way for the win.
Well, I know how much you love The Shining, but
The Shining. What's that got to do with anything?
Because it was going against the moon it was going against Midnight the Stars and You from The Shining.
Oh, okay. If you say so. It wouldn't have made a difference what song. Total Eclipse of the Heart is the only song I have ranked higher than.
That's like the old retro song that they played, big scene in The Shining and everything. So, but again, I don't know why it was here. Jeremy's brain works differently than mine.
I actually, when I started Googling for a couple to add in, that was actually one of the suggestions that came up on every site was that song. So, but because it's from a horror movie, so. But Dean, which way do you want to go?
This isn't even close. Echo and the Bunnymen, all goddamn well. All of it.
And Harley.
Okay, it's The Lost Boys. People Are Strange.
I mean, they could stay lost in my mind, but as far as the songs go,
we said we're not taking your opinion on movies anymore.
As far as the songs go, Midnight the Stars and You was my number 27 ranked, and did I really just fucking lose this already? Yeah, I totally forgot the name in a second. And People Are Strange is my number 16 ranked. It would have been higher ranked if it was Twisted's version, especially the new Twisted's version. Twisted version.
Terrible. Twisted. I love Twisted, but their version is terrible. They
just re-released it as their own version.
It doesn't matter. It's still got that goddamn reverb on the vocals that just ruins it. It sounds like they're goddamn singing underwater.
I love that part.
No, it ruins it. Like Twisted's new record is the direction they need to go. Twisted's new record is fucking insanely good. It actually has no business being as good as it is. But I don't like their version. I'm sorry.
And which way you want to go, Dean? Or wait, we already did you. Mr. Dark, which way you want to go?
So, okay, I mean, I love Echo and the Bunnymen. They're great, but People Are Strange. Look, it's a Doors song. Their version to me didn't add anything to it. I didn't even know this song existed until this list. And I've seen Lost Boys dozens of times. I don't know how it's here. I don't know how it turned up as number 1. I don't get it. Cry Little Sister is the song from Lost Boys, so never mind. Midnight the Stars and You. Yeah, I mean, I don't even get why it's here really, but fine. However, it was my number 20 somehow. Everything below 20 for me is just garbage. So they're just kind of randomly sorted. But yeah, Midnight the Stars and You is my vote because whatever.
It isn't one of the most iconic scenes in the movie, but
I mean, yeah, but does anybody actually remember the song? No.
I do.
It was an old-timey song playing while really important things happened.
Because he was back in time. But
yeah, but nobody's going like, man, I really loved that song. That no, it was just a thing that was there. It might as well have been a sound effect.
Well, that means that round 1 is officially over, and it means that Dean's to get start off round 2, and it's Rocky Mountain High versus Summer Breeze to start off round 2.
Boy, Summer Breeze, I guess.
This is called the what the fucking fuck bracket. What? Huh?
Summer Breeze, I guess, just so I don't have to vote for John Denver again. The most iconic John Denver thing was a short bit off of a Monty Python album, and now the sound of John Denver being strangled, and it John Denver actually did. So, I'm going to go with Summer Breeze.
And Harley.
It was Summer Breeze and what?
Rocky Mountain High. Pay attention.
Summer Breeze.
Yeah. Summer Breeze is still my number 2, and Rocky Mountain High is still my number 12. So, gotta go with Summer Breeze.
See, now if they had picked John Denver's key contribution to The Last House on the Left, Machete Rape, which I think is one of his best songs, I really would have been behind him. But in this case, no, Summer Breeze is my number 22. So, yeah, Summer Breeze takes it.
And CJ, which way would you have gone?
Summer Breeze. I actually like Seals and Cough, or one of them.
Oh, they're weird. They're really good. But
both those songs are good. They just don't belong on this fucking list.
Yeah, exactly.
But that means Harley gets to start the next matchup. And it's going to be Coconut by Harry Nilsson versus Freebird by Leonard Skinner.
Freebird.
And those words have never been said before by any living human being.
I know, right? But Freebird was my number 15. Coconut was my number 21. So Freebird gets my vote. And it's Devil's Rejects. I fucking love Devil's Rejects. But which way you want to go, Mr. Dark?
I am the devil, and I am here to do the devil's work.
We're aware of that, but which way you want to go, CJ?
I'm going Coconut. I don't like Leonard Skinner.
I typically don't either, except for 1 or 2 songs. But which way you want to go, Dean?
Same.
I guess I'm going to go with Freebird because Devil's Rejects is at least somewhat of an actual horror movie. Practical Magic, kind of a revenge story, kind of a romance.
It's a Halloween romance more than a horror story.
Yeah, so yeah, I guess I'm going to go with Devil's Rejects.
It's a Lifetime movie of the week.
I mean, honestly, now I'm thinking about it, I should have put The Bitches Back by Elton John. That's for Hocus Pocus too, but I didn't want to add too many songs to it and make it too long a bracket. So, but that means I start the next matchup, and it's
some of the other shit that's in here.
I don't take out rankings ever unless they don't actually exist or I can't find them anywhere. Then I'll take them out. But the one I'm starting off is Burned by the Cure versus Pet Semetary by Ramones. And Pet Semetary is my number 14 and Burned is my number 29. So I got to go with Pet Semetary. Which way you want to go, Mr. Dark?
It can't rain all the time. If you don't remember, that's from The Crow.
Well, I know it's not from Pet Semetary. You don't want to go up that hill there.
Tell me if you've heard this joke. Jesus walks into an inn, hands the innkeeper 3 nails, and says, "Can you put me up for the night?" That's one of the greatest fucking lines of any movie ever.
There's so many good things in that movie. Oh.
Well, CJ, which way you want to go?
Dude, kiss my ass on this one, dude. I'm going Pet Semetary. I really like the Pet Semetary song. It's one of the best Ramon songs. One of my favorite Ramon songs. And I know it's going to lose, but that's okay.
Maybe not. Dean, which way you want to go?
Mother is the word for God on the lips and hearts of small children. Your daughter is waiting for you. And if you don't know, that's from The Crow.
And Harley, you're the tiebreaker. Which way you want to go?
Burn.
She says it in a double entendre kind of way where it's the answer and what she's doing. But that means the final matchup in this side of round 2 is going to get started off by Mr. Dark, I believe. And it's going to be Trick or Treat by Fastway versus Dream Warriors by Dokken.
No question. I'm rocking with Dokken. I don't care that Don's a douche. That song's fucking amazing.
As Drew would say, I'm going to rock out with my Dokken cock out. But which way you want to go, CJ?
I'm going Fastway.
And Dean?
Sorry, Mark. I'm going with Dokken.
And Harley?
Trick or Treat.
Ooh, which makes me the tiebreaker. And Trick or Treat's my number 13, but Dream Warriors is my number 7. So unfortunately, I'm going with Dream Warriors. I mean, it is an amazing song. It is an amazing song, and I don't like to pull audibles in my rankings. Trick or Treat kind of was fast and repetitive, but Dream Warriors was like an epic story almost. But that means that CJ gets dropped the next one. as if I need to ask you. But it's Mad World by Tears for Fears versus Sweet Dreams by Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, Tears for Fears by this many.
And Dean?
Even though it's the Gary Jules version, I still like it. Mad World.
And Harley?
Manson.
Yeah, Sweet Dreams is still my number 1 ranked on this, I'm pretty sure. And
funny, that was my number 1 ranked too.
And Mad World was my number 22 ranked. So that means that Mr. Dark is a tiebreaker.
Love the movie, love the song. It's a mad world.
Thank you.
And part of my childhood just died with that. But that means that Dean gets to start the next one. And it's Slept So Long by Jay Gordon versus Cry Little Sister by G. Tom Mack.
Cry Little Sister.
And Harley?
Cry Little Sister. I don't see how Slept So Long even made it to the next damn round. But yeah.
Because it was facing Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah, bad bracket.
Bad rankings. Don't blame the bracket.
Rankings.
But
yeah, bad rankings is what I meant.
Slept So Long was number 23 ranked for me. And Cry Little Sister was number 9 ranked for me. So Cry Little Sister gets my vote and gets the win. But which way would you have gone, Mr. Dark?
Thou shalt not kill.
And Which way do you want to go, CJ?
Cry, little sister.
Which means it sweeps its way into the quarterfinals.
Sweep.
And that means that Harley starts out the next matchup. And it's going to be Bad Moon Rising by CCR versus Animal I Become by 3 Days Grace.
Animal I Become.
Oh, we have a werewolf movie matchup. Yeah. Animal I Becomes my number 3, and Bad Moon Rising my number 11, so I got to give it to 3 Days Grace as well. But which way you want to go, Mr. Dark?
Ginger Snaps is the better movie. Bad Moon Rising is the better song.
And CJ?
So let me start by saying, I say we elect me the new bracket maker because these brackets suck. CCR all the way.
Ranker made this one, so nobody's to blame.
The Ranker can kiss my ass. I don't trust Ranker. I don't trust Ranker simply based on the fact that when you look up greatest R&B singers on Ranker, they have Beyonce ranked above Patti LaBelle. So that's all I need to know.
God in heaven above.
And that means that, Dean, you're the tiebreaker. Is it Bad Moon Rising or Am I Become?
Fuck 3 Days Grace. Bad Moon Rising.
Well
yeah,
said.
The only reason they made it out of the first round is because CJ isn't like This Is Halloween. But that means the final matchup in the second round gets started by me. And it's Deo the Banana Boat song by Harry Belafonte versus People Are Strange by Echo and the Bunnyman. And the Banana Boat song is Deo's number 18, and People Are Strange is number 16 on mine. So it's only wins by 2, but I gotta give it to Echo and the Bunnymen. But which way you want to go, Mr. Dark?
Daylight come and me want go home.
Is Daylight your boyfriend?
What? Who?
I said, is Daylight your boyfriend?
Oh, yeah, no.
You know, because he comes and you want to go home. But which way you want to go, CJ?
Say, don't give up your day job, Jeremy.
This is my day job, goddammit.
As much as I like Harry Belafonte, we have to go with Echo and the Bunnymen here.
And Dean.
Okay. To my mind, I love Beetlejuice, but it's not a horror movie. It's a comedy with horror. Whereas The Lost Boys is actually a horror movie. So I'm going to go with Echo and the Bunnymen.
Which means it moves on.
So Ghostbusters and, Shaun of the Dead, we're going to throw those out too because they're funny.
It depends. It depends on how seriously they take themselves internally. Shaun of the Dead, while it is funny, it takes itself very seriously internally through most of the movie. Beetlejuice doesn't so much.
And can we just talk about why Ghostbusters, the song, isn't on this list? Huh?
Because that's on my Halloween music bracket we did 3 years ago, not the horror movie songs.
I'm just still saying more people wanted Say My Name by Beyonce than Ghostbusters. Sure, yeah.
But which way would you have gone this, Harley?
What were the options?
Deo versus People Are Strange.
People Are Strange.
Which means that round 2 is officially over. And we can start the quarterfinals off. And the quarterfinals are going to get started off by Mr. Dark. And it's going to be Summer Breeze by Steels and Crofts versus Freebird by Leonard Skinner.
How in the fucking hell did Summer Breeze make it to the quarterfinals? That's fucking hilarious. The famous horror movie track, Summer Breeze. Really? Freebird. Seriously? Just finish us off, please. It's a mercy kill.
And CJ.
I kind of feel the same way about Skinner. Truthfully, both of these songs need to go. So we'll go ahead and get rid of Summer Breeze now, and we can kill off Skinner in the next round.
And Dean.
The curse of every comic who's ever played a gig. Freebird!
Hey, talk to me when you're a musician. So much worse.
I don't know. I think I'd be more insulted by a request for Taylor Swift or fucking something really stupid like fucking Ghost or Baby Metal.
Okay. We're about to have this conversation's about to turn into a confrontation. We better move on to Harley.
So, which way is Dean going? Because he's yelled Freebird. But it was yelled in anger.
Yeah, but there's only one song here by Freebird. I'm going with it in the hopes that we will kill it the next time around.
We will, I'm sure. But Harley, is it Freebird or Summer Breeze?
Summer Breeze.
Yeah, I totally would have given Summer Breeze too, because that is my number 2. So, yeah. But the next matchup in this side of the quarterfinals is going to get started off by CJ, and it's Burn by The Cure versus Dream Warriors by Dokken.
Burn.
And Dean?
Man, you're talking iconic scenes? It's a close one, but I got to go with Burn.
And Harley?
What was it? Sorry, child was talking to me.
Fuck them kids. Burn versus Dream Warriors.
Burn.
Which means Burn's moving on. Man. But Dream Warriors was my number 7 versus Burn, which was my number, I deliver the list, 29. So Dream Warriors would have got my vote by a lot. But which way would you have got, Mr. Dark?
Yeah, see, this is my nightmare rank because I was hoping to win the bracket again with my number 1 and number 2 being number 1 and number 2. Nope. My number 1 and number 2 just got posted against each other, but Burn is absolutely my number 1, just barely. Dream Warriors is like my number 1.5. But, yeah, Burn.
And that means Dean gets to start off the other side of the quarterfinals. And it's going to be Mad World by Tears for Fears versus Krylo Sister by Tom G. Mac, or G. Tom Mac.
Okay, first of all, the version in Donnie Darko is not Tears for Fears, it's Gary Jules. Second, man, you're putting it up against Cry Little Sister.
Yeah.
I will go Cry Little Sister all day long.
You just completely busted mine.
Technically, I didn't put these up. Y'all did by voting for it at this point. But you could have killed it anytime you want to. But Harley, which way you want to go?
It's Cry Little Sister because that's what you think of when you think of Lost Boys.
I think of rather putting a pistol in my mouth than watching that movie again, but that's me. But yeah, Cry Little Sister still was my number 9 because it's a fucking amazing song, and Mad World was my number 22. So yeah, Cry Little Sister gets my vote, and it does move on into the semifinals. But which way would you have gone, Mr. Dark?
Yeah, these last two just completely killed mine because you're talking about my 1 and 2, and now my 3 and 4 against each other. Real close. But Mad World was my number 3, so I would have gone Mad World.
And CJ?
What was it? Mad World versus what?
Cry Little Sister. But Cry Little Sister already moved on, so there's no stress about picking the right one for a tiebreaker.
All right, cool. I'll go with Mad World.
Yeah, so it would have been it was a close one. But that means the final matchup in the quarterfinals is going to be getting started off by Harley. And it's Bad Moon Rising by CCR versus People Are Strange by Echo and the Bunnymen.
People Are Strange.
I actually don't know which way I had these ranked. Bad Moon Rising's 11, People Are Strange is 16. So I got to give it to Bad Moon Rising. But which way you want to go, Mr. Dark?
Bad Moon Rising. I still can't believe Echo and the Bunnymen are even fucking in it.
And CJ, which way you want to go?
I'm going with Echo and the Bunnymen.
Which means that Dean is Dean's the tiebreaker between CCR and Echo and the Bunnymen.
I like songs. Heck, I like both movies, but we've already got a representative from Lost Boys, so based on that, I'm going to go with CCR Bad Moon Rising.
Which means we have our final four, and the quarterfinals are officially over. And we get to go into the semifinals, getting started off by, oh, look, me. And the first semifinals matchup is going to be Free Bird by Leonard Skinner versus The Burn by The Cure. And Burn is my number 29, I believe, yes. And Free Bird's my number 15, so I got to give it to Free Bird. But which way you
having? Number 29. Burn, The Cure. The Cure. For God's sake, man.
That'll do, Jim. That'll do. But which way you want to go, CJ?
Do I even have to say? Like, The Cure is the band that influenced him. So it's The Cure all day, every day. Not even close.
And Dean.
Okay. I just want to take a moment to say something that I feel needs to be said and get it off my chest. The remake of The Crow they just did sucks. It's horrible. Oh my God.
It's like the fifth one, dude.
Every wrong choice the director could have made, he did make. It's just horrible.
We don't speak of that movie in this house.
So that being said, Burn, The Cure. Easy.
Which means The Burn, The Cure is moving to the finals. And Harley, which way would you have gone?
Burn.
And that means that Free Bird will be in our third and fourth place matchup. And most likely lose it, but it still is in the final four for some reasons. Seeding, we'll say, is the reason. But the other side of the semifinals is going to get started off by Mr. Dark. And it's Cry Little Sister by G. Tom Mack versus Bad Moon Rising by CCR.
Oh, Cry Little Sister by a billion years.
And CJ.
I don't really like either one of these songs, to be honest. I'm going to go CCR just to make it interesting.
And Dean, which way you want to go?
Brandon.
Yeah.
That, I don't know, man. Lost Boys was like a movie that I didn't expect to like and wound up loving. In fact, it actually almost makes me forgive Corey Feldman for everything else. It was that good a movie. So yeah, Cry Little Sister.
I love Corey Feldman in Puppet Master versus Demon Toys. Demonic Toys. But Harley, which way you want to go?
Okay, so I'm going to send you a Lost Boys t-shirt for Christmas. Yeah.
Only if you want me
Just
only if you
to
want me to
be,
burn only if you want me to burn on Instagram, but okay.
I'd be so mad if you did that. If I got you something and you burnt it just to be an asshole.
I'd probably get to my
But
wife.
I'm going with Lost Boys.
I'd probably get to my wife and say I can't wear this gay shit. But that means Cry Little Sister.
They're just noodles, Michael.
And Cry Little Sister does move into the finals. And as much as I hate the movie, Cry Little Sister was pretty high up on my list. So I think it was number 9, and Bad Moon Rising was number 11. So it would have got my vote regardless. Only by a couple spots, but it would have got my vote regardless. So that means the semifinals are over. And we can go into the third and fourth place matchup, which is going to get started off by CJ. And it's Free Bird by Leonard Skinner, number 13 ranked, versus number 4 ranked Bad Moon Rising by CCR.
Bad Moon Rising.
And Dean?
I'm sorry. I missed what's Bad Moon Rising up against?
Free Bird.
Oh, Bad Moon Rising all day long.
And Harley?
Bad Moon Rising.
Which means Bad Moon Rising does officially take third place, as anybody with a freaking ears could tell that would have. But Free Bird, my number 15, Bad Moon Rising, my number 11. So yeah, Bad Moon Rising would have got my vote regardless. And Mr. Dark?
Free Bird. Better movie, better song.
Which means the finals get started off by Dean. And it's going to be number 12 ranked Burn by The Cure from The Crow, featuring number 5 ranked Cry Little Sister by G. Tom Mack for The Lost Boys.
Wow, this is the hardest one I've had yet. But
no,
I'm going to go with Burn. I really am. If you put it down to it, I like that song better.
And which way do you want to go there, Harley?
I'm going with Cry Little Sister because honestly, I like the Lost Boys better than the Crow.
And Cry Little Sister was my number 9, and Burn was my number 29. So yeah, I definitely go for Cry Little Sister. But which way you want to go, Mr. Dark?
Look, Cry Little Sister is a great song, and Lost Boys is a great movie. But for a very long time, The Crow was my favorite movie, and a lot of people would argue that the Crow soundtrack was possibly the best movie soundtrack ever released. And oh look, there's Burn, the very first song on the soundtrack. So if we were ranking the entire soundtrack, Burn would get my vote.
And CJ's the tiebreaker for the finals. Which way are you going to go? Burn or Cry Little Sister?
Yeah, this isn't really close for me. It's Burn. Lost Boys is good, but like I said, if I had to rank Lost Boys soundtrack, Cry Little Sister would probably be about 7th of the 10 songs on there. Personally, both of the INXS songs, the Echo and the Bunnymen, there's so many other good songs on there. I know Cry Little Sister got the attention, but in the realm of soundtracks, even I wouldn't have Lost Boys even in my top 20 for soundtracks. There's soundtracks that are just phenomenally better on every level.
Well, folks, that means this bracket is officially finished. And actually, I got to get that ready while I'm doing this. But so our final 4 end up being in 4th place, number 13 ranked Freebird by Leonard Skinner from the Devil's Rejects. In 3rd place, number 4 ranked Bad Moon Rising by CCR from American Werewolf in London. In 2nd place, number 5 ranked Cry Little Sister by G. Tom Mack from the Lost Boys. And in 1st place, number 12 ranked Burn by The Cure from for The Crow. And that means that it is time, since this was only a 1-part bracket, that that it's time to see who's going to pick the next bracket. And I have made a Google sheet of all the bracket choices just because or a Google note, whatever the hell it is, of all the brackets choices, so I don't have to keep sending it in Messenger because it's fucking long. Like my dick. But let's see who's picking the next bracket. No fucking way.
Oh, you get the pick.
Jesus Christ.
We're gonna get some shit.
I feel like we're fucked here.
I honestly don't even know. I am gonna have to No, I'm going to have to let everybody know, honestly, because I don't even know. There are so many options that I would want to do. I mean, I would love to do a Lord of the Lost bracket I have, but that's 9 parts, and I'm not going to do that anytime soon. So, I'll figure it out. And I'll pick one. I might do another topic bracket. I kind of miss doing the topic brackets because you get to put artists against artists instead of just being the same artist for multiple parts. So, I might stick to topics and pick a topic I really want to do or something. There's a couple of them that I know have a lot of great songs that I'm stuck.
Let's do a movie soundtrack one and let me make it.
If you won the wheel, I would say yes to that, but you didn't. And I haven't picked a bracket since the doo-wop bracket back in January, so which you loved. So you like my bracket choices usually,
for the most part.
But
I love doo-wop. I mean, doo-wop, you really can't go wrong with it. Like,
yes, but nobody besides me or you would have picked that fucking choice. So you'll like what I pick. I'm pretty sure.
I chose the fucking horror movie one, and I don't even know what the fuck I picked, dude. Like, someone who watches horror movies constantly, you had fucking 16 choices, and I recognized 2 of them. So, but anyway,
I've been watching those. I've been watching those, getting ready for it. It's actually some good ones in there that you never heard of.
That's like me. I picked this bracket, and then I got the list, and I was like, "What? What the fuck is this?"
But that means, folks, that we are done for tonight. But CJ, where can they find you?
Music God, CJ Plain .rocks, ROCKS. I'm sorry. Just type in Music God CJ Plain pretty much anywhere. Music God Reacts on YouTube for the music reaction, and debuting Devil's Night, which is October 30th for you non-Midwest, non-Detroit people. We are debuting the Mosh Pit Manifesto, and we got a couple interviews already done for that, so you can find that in place of the Noise Report on YouTube as well. That's where you find me.
And Dean, where can they find you besides their favorite local stripper pole?
Well, I'm often there, but more importantly, you can find us wherever you get your podcasts. Looking for the Family Plot Podcast. We just dropped an episode on serial killer Herb Baumeister, and we're going to wrap up spooky season with the folklore of the Cthulhu. Check that out. You will also be able to find me on Amazon if you're looking for my book, Pickman's Movie, which is actually really just a short story, but hey, they let me do it, and it's cheap. So there you go.
And I'm not even going to do that segue because it'd be really insulting. But Harley, where can they find you?
Sure. I'll get you later. Well, tomorrow night you can find me and Jeremy on the Asylum with Harley and Joker doing...
Who the fuck is Jeremy?
Well, you're Jeremy right now on this show, so...
I don't know what show you're... Wait a minute, is my twin personality doing another show? I didn't realize that, okay.
Okay, whatever. But we are doing Serial Killers Last Mills 2024 and 2025 Death Row Inmates. Quite a few of them, and there's little hints there.
Oh, are we finally doing Jeffrey Epstein? Actually, and CJ, you want to talk that sex horror movie list? There's a really good movie on there called Scary 61st. That ties into Jeffrey Epstein a lot, and it's a fucking really good movie. I fucking watched it the other morning. I was like,
it wasn't what I expected, but it wasn't bad.
I don't know, when it comes to sex horror movies, nothing will ever top I Spit on Your Grave. I'm
pretty sure it's a 9-part fucking bracket. I'm pretty sure that's number one ranked. That's cool. I'm pretty sure that's number one ranked in the fucking rankings, or at least number 1 or 2.
Probably.
Just depends upon how far you want to go with that list.
Well, we only do one on that.
Spicy.
No, on that show, we only do one part at a time. Then we go to a different topic anyway because it's movies. I ain't gonna watch the same theme movies for fucking 5 years straight. That'd be insane. But where can they find you, Mr. Dark, besides their deepest nightmares?
So, Mr. Dark DFW on Facebook, MR Dark DFW, and that's still kind of it right now. But once October is finally over and I can have a life again, there will be more coming.
And you can find both your musers, since we're both on screen this time, actually. You can find us both on Facebook as Squatchy Largefoot, on X and the Gram as @JuggaloBastard, or on YouTube as Maniacal Music Musings, where everything we've ever done is on there. Come check it out and come see what... I'll drop hints to what bracket I choose for you listeners and watchers in the next regular show. But I'll pick tonight. No worries. I have a lot of choices to pick from, so I'll share out the fucking Google Doc tonight too, so everybody can actually see the list. But it's huge. I filled up 2 Google Sheets completely and had to go to another one. So I have I have enough brackets to last me till I die. But come back and see it. Have a good one, everybody.